Hello, everyone.
Well, hello, everyone. It's the Reppy and Ixie show, and we're back.
We are back.
And so happy to be back. And
we're going to be listening to some classical music today that
yes,
my mom has selected.
Yes, and it is really, these three pieces, hopefully we'll be able to do all three, are some of them maybe familiar to you. Maybe some of them aren't, but they all have something in common, which is that I heard them all in my childhood. My parents played them after we went to bed. They would play music and all kinds, very eclectic taste my parents had. So that's why I have very eclectic tastes. And there were certain pieces that, of course, imprinted in my neural pathways in a very good way. So I have really good associations of all these songs. Make me feel really good. And they're all like just exquisite, I think.
Wait, so they would play these after you went to bed? So they didn't think they thought you were asleep?
Well,
or
yeah, I don't know. I mean,
you just heard it through the door?
My bedroom was right next to the living room. Okay? So when they would play music, I would hear it clearly. And I would fall asleep to it. You know, it was like a soundtrack for me to fall asleep to. And then, of course, later on, I listened to them more carefully, you know, when I got older. And yeah, they're just wonderful, and I hope you enjoy them. Has anybody joined yet?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hi, guys.
Oh, yeah, you want me to make this bigger.
Oh, yeah, I love to see who is here. Oh, yes, that helps a lot. Hi, everyone. I wish I knew your names, you know, like your names. So, but I guess I can use your handles.
Oh, wait, if I make it that big, I can't.
Falling asleep to in the Hall of the Mountain King. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Definitely. Hi, all. And hi, James. Hi, Nandy. From Hungary. Wow. That's so awesome. Hungary. I don't even think about Hungary.
Sheepin is saying hi from the Netherlands.
Oh, wow. Where's that?
A little higher. Purple O.
I from Netherlands. Oh, so you may know this, one of the composers that we're going to share. He's from Norway. He's Norwegian. So, yeah, it's going to be great to see who also has a relationship with these songs. So,
yes.
Very excited.
Indeed.
So happy that everybody's here and that you're joining us. It's just wonderful.
Cool.
So, yes, let's get started.
Shall we?
Yes, let's get started.
Okay.
I'm really excited.
And I will say that I know at least two of these from you playing them when I was a kid. But there's one that I guess it's the one we're starting with that I'm not sure if I've heard it or...
The Guyana?
Yeah.
Guyana.
Guyane.
Yeah, Guyane.
Uh-huh.
Okay, this is from the Guyane or Guyane. I don't remember exactly what the pronunciation was, by an Armenian composer named Aram, like Aram, Khachaturian. And I heard this as a child. And like you said, and I have used this particular piece in one of the comedy pieces that I used to do in my one-woman shows. It was the soundtrack for a piece. I used the entire thing, and I choreographed this piece. There were no words. It was just a physical comedy piece. One of my characters, she's a 95-year-old woman named Mavis Randall, and she did this hilarious thing. I called it the Mavis Walk. And I don't really have time to go into the details right now, but...
Just imagine a little old lady, like,
trying
to get around.
Yeah, it was
slowly.
So great because of the juxtaposition between...
Don't.
Oh, okay.
Just Don't tell. Show.
I know, but they don't. It's okay. I just want to say this one thing.
Okay. All right.
The piece that I did, the comedy that I did, was her movements were totally in like direct opposition to the music. So the music was extremely lively and intense, and what she was doing was really mundane and didn't go with the music at all. And that's why it was funny, which is part of why comedy is funny, because of that. It's like opposites. So I just wanted to put that out there. Okay, little piece of like learning about comedy from Reppy, the comedian.
Right.
Okay, here we go.
So this is from the Kijé Suite number 2, part 6, the saber dance. Saber dance.
Saber dance.
Yeah.
Sabre. That's the European spelling. Loud. The drums.
It's so cute.
I know. Yeah.
Wow. It's so dissonant. Not anymore. Well,
Wait a minute. This doesn't sound familiar.
really?
I think I might have picked the wrong one.
Oh. Well, let's just finish it.
Yeah, oh, definitely.
I feel like this used to be in TV shows.
It was. Somebody said Tom and Jerry music. That was a cartoon.
Yeah.
I don't think this is the right one.
Okay. Well,
It's still great, though.
it is.
Okay, that was adorable, but I don't think that's the right one, because here's the thing. I do not remember it having that part where it gets kind of quieter, and it's just a couple of instruments and the drums change, and it's like do do do, and you said it's dissonant.
Uh-huh.
I don't remember that at all. So I have a feeling that there's another one. Gosh, I don't understand. This is weird, because I've heard the whole thing,
Right.
the entirety, many times. So it's possible, but I haven't heard my song. I called it the Mavis Walk. I haven't heard that for a long time, so it's possible that I could have made a mistake.
I mean, there's a lot in this thing.
Is it really a long ballet?
Yeah. There's
Oh, gosh.
three. Well, are those movements? Is that what that?
Yeah, I think they're
Three
called
movements, and then within that, there's like sometimes up to 6 pieces inside of the movement, each one. So there could be like, what is that, 18? There could be up to 18.
Jeez.
So maybe we figure this out for a different stream if we want to do more classical music or something. because otherwise we're just going to be clicking around and going, nope, that's not it. Nope, that's not it.
Yeah, and nobody wants to hear
Nobody
that.
wants to deal with that, yeah.
It's like the backstory. Well, so how did you all feel about that? Have a lot of you
I swear
heard
that sounds like a cartoon.
It does, and it was used apparently, according to you all, it was used in a lot of different things. Like somebody says, Animaniacs, Looney Tunes. Oh, maybe Looney Tunes-esque.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah, exactly.
That this type of music was used in, comedy things.
Yeah.
Which makes a lot of sense because, it's so comic, and when it starts, you really kind of can't help but giggle or
Yeah.
feel happy or laugh because it's just so cute. But it's just so weird because, this is something that I've really... Oh, yeah! Look at you! She's so amazing. I know, I like that part I remember. And I remember that, that part is very much, what I remember. And I don't think, I'm pretty sure that I didn't cut anything.
I think it was a different piece that you did.
I think it must have been, because I thought in this ballet that it was like an anomaly. That there was nothing else like it. It was just this one thing that was sort of like outlandish and so different from everything else that he had done in this particular ballet. And so I thought it would be easy to find.
As soon as you heard something raucous, you were like, that's it.
Yeah. And the drums, that that feels familiar. But then there was all this other stuff and the way that it ended didn't feel like the right ending either.
Yeah.
So I think there is another piece, and I think, as much as this one is,
okay.
As much as I like that one, and that was fun to listen to, I don't think it is.
Well, here, I found two.
What does it say?
Let's just see if maybe...
You just had something that said, like, there's a few that are... Oh, my God! This is it! This is it! This is it, guys! We found it. This is it. Yes, this is it. Yes.
Oh,
Remember now?
epic.
Yeah. Great line.
That's
Yes. Imagine conducting that. Yeah.
What a cat
That's
toy.
a cat toy. She's building up now. And it keeps moving till finally. So big. So big. Symbols? There's symbols?
Yeah.
Syncopation. Then it goes back to this, yeah. Oh, God. This reminds me of Mavis.
I know. You gotta make it to 95 so you can be Mavis.
I do. I really do. I have to. Yeah, so this is like this little tiny, like, in-between piece, and then it gets gigantic again.
Being Mavis. Like doing something mundane.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, she'd be like, oh, I gotta tell them. I have to tell them. God, there's a lot of people on here today. Okay, so that was the piece, folks. And I really have to just tell you, because I want you to imagine this. Because how I ended up using this is that Mavis, she was 95. So, but she, she was sharp as a tack, but she was, moved like an old lady. She kind of shuffled. And so what I did is I had her doing the most mundane things while this was happening. So it would be a walk, because I first had her walking across a huge stage, just from one end to the other. And she was doing things like taking a mirror out of her purse and looking at her teeth to make sure there wasn't anything in there, putting it back in. I had her kind of seeing if it was raining. I also had her, oh God, what else did she do? She, it's like it's like she didn't even notice the music. The music didn't inform any of her actions. She walked like super slow, as if she was just, her normal shuffle. And I can't remember everything she did. I'm sure I could if I thought about it a little bit more, but everything. I mean, she did at one point. It was
hilarious. I remember it.
Yeah, it was really hilarious.
Really funny.
She took out her compact at one point, and she kind of powdered her nose. Oh, that's another thing. She took a tissue out of her purse, and she kind of blew her nose at one point, and then she just kept moving. So she was constantly moving, pretty much. I think she waved at somebody, and I think, there was like an imaginary dog that whoever she waved at had. So she kind of interacted with the dog, did a little pantomime, but it was just so hilarious because it was, again, that juxtaposition of the raucous music and this little old lady doing all these nothing things.
And the first laugh when people realize
what was happening.
That this is what the bit is.
Right.
This is adorable.
Yeah, it was. It was like people took like a second to kind of get what is going on? And then, and it was so great. She never interacted with the audience. She didn't break the fourth wall. She was just in her own little world. And then, as the music swelled at the end to this, incredible,
would she just stand there and look around? Did she
finale.
Ever just sort of...
Well, no, she didn't really do that.
Okay.
The only time she did that was when she was checking if it was raining.
Okay.
But
Maybe that's
she never really just looked around. She always was doing something, either walking or doing something very mundane. And then at the end, when the music was swelling to, this amazing, loud, everything, she, was just walking off the stage. And I timed it, I choreographed it perfectly.
Right.
So that the dun, 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 were like when she was walking, and then when it would go, get big again. Do 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 do. I had her doing the mundane things, so it was a perfect combination of her walking and then doing the mundane things, and then she would just walk off as the music ended. It was perfect, and she would just disappear, and it was probably one of my most loved and requested bits, because it just never got old. Mavis herself is just an adorable character.
Yes.
And then
do you want to do a little with the Mavis voice?
Oh yes, honey. Well, hello everybody. I'm Mavis Randall, and I live in Lufkin, Texas, with my husband Harley. And we have a farm, of course, and we live out in the country. Anyway, actually, so this is my great-granddaughter, or perhaps my great-great-granddaughter, Ixie. Very proud of her because, basically I think it's because of my genetic makeup that eventually got passed down to her. So anyway, yes, it's wonderful to meet you all. And I'm sure you're all lovely young people, or old people. I don't believe that any of you are quite as old as I am. But if you are, just wave your hand, and I'll just make a point to send you some special thoughts and prayers. So thank you all for being here and for listening to us. Okay, bye-bye now.
Bye, Mavis.
Bye-bye. So, and she had like a whole
cute.
costume. I had like those old lady glasses, the kind that like have like,
cat eye.
like, yeah, cat eyes and have like rhinestones in them. I had this fabulous hat, and a whole, a dress, a shawl, a little purse, and it was like a patent leather purse that I had gotten at some, like thrift store, and it still had the price tag on it. And so I left it on, and that was one of the jokes she would open with, kind of like introducing herself. She would say, do you like my purse? I just got it. It's like it was $1.98. Now, I don't usually spend that much on a purse, but I saw it and I had to have it. And of course, got a huge laugh. So anyway, it's really nice to think of that,
Yeah.
Again, it makes me happy just to think about how much fun we all had with Mavis.
Indeed.
And of course, she's still here, and
Still 95.
still 95. Yeah, she's never gonna get older. Anyway, so I'm so glad we found the right one.
Yeah, no, this is great. It's actually, I love this theme. Let's see the.
Yes. Is it kind of like an offbeat? Like, isn't it a little bit like a syncopation?
Yes. Triplets, I think. Dun.
Yes. It really is. And then the way it goes, dun, 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 and it goes like,
goes out.
transition from that. It's really nice, very satisfying chord progression.
Yeah. Yeah, that's beautiful. I think it's Mixolydian, which is a really cool scale.
Nixolydian or Mixolydian?
I wish.
With an N or an
Ixolydian,
M?
I'm kidding.
Ixolydian.
Mixolydian.
Is it with an M? Okay, is that what it is? Lesginka? Lesginka,
Yes.
that's the name of it, if I needed to find it.
Yes.
Okay, so
I'll text it to you.
And I was thinking while we were listening to it, it's like, what would it be like to, A, be in the orchestra playing it,
Hard.
right?
It sounds hard.
Yeah. And then B, what would it be like to conduct it? And then C, it's like, how would you choreograph that? I've never seen the ballet perform, so I have no idea what people
it sounds very dancey to me.
did with it.
I even feel like I could imagine a dancer going like with their legs in.
Okay, so there is like a rhythm that goes through it. It's very fast.
Like diddly diddly.
Oh God, everybody has such great comments.
It's like
sword fighting. Thanks, Nick.
It's a 12/8.
Ooh, someone said all the little triplet-like chugs.
Exactly.
Yeah. God, this must be tough to play. Yeah, Quincy Jones.
Oh
God, I can't even imagine. Because you would have to have it, especially in the old days before there was digital stuff. An orchestra would have to play it perfectly.
Yeah.
You can't make
Well,
a
that's
mistake.
probably why they've got a drummer. The drummer is holding it down.
Are there cymbals in that one too? Or is it mostly that, what is that drum? That
I don't know.
That really low drum. Is that kind of played with the things that have like felt
Mallets?
on the, yeah.
I would assume it's played with mallets, but
Because
I don't know
it's-
what it is.
It's
I'm not really.
it doesn't have any sharp,
Yeah.
it's very muted,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm not sure. I don't really know much about orchestral percussion except the timpani.
Oh yeah, somebody just said that. JTA said timpani comes to mind. And then someone else said, this is epic to compare to a wee walk.
Yes.
Exactly. That's why I picked it. Because literally, I heard the music and this image, right, of Mavis, my most sedate, slow, character, because I had many characters, walking to that music. Just the whole thing just came to me like in a moment. It was like, oh my God, this is brilliant. And then of course there was the challenge of the choreographing, making sure that, I did everything, all the different, parts to the right music to, make the music work for me, to get the most out of the music. Anyway, it was one of the most funnest things I've ever done.
Yeah.
And I can still do it. I mean, the last one-woman show I did was in 2019. And then, of course, COVID happened. And it's like, ugh. But that show, I did the Mavis Walk again. In fact, I think that was how I opened the show. And, it was so great because for people who didn't know me, it's like all of a sudden this little old lady comes out and this music happens. And it's just, it's so
adorable.
Great. So, gosh, I want to do it again now. So thank you all. I really want to read more of these comments because they come in so fast. And then it's like, this is our music teacher, Nan, at primary school, played it to us when we were maybe 7 or 8. Oh, how cool. That's like first, second grade-ish. Oh, gosh. That's so great. I'm so glad that some of you... Oh, look, someone know it already. Someone said awesome chromaticism.
Well, those comments are actually from the first piece.
Oh, okay.
The saber dance.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Yeah, it's funny how I messed that up originally. Saber dance has a nice beginning, but then it changes.
I mean, that one's famous. I feel like everyone's
Saber dance?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a very cartoony one. Yeah.
Absolutely been used in cartoons.
Yeah, like it makes you think of things running after each other and a lot of action.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know if anyone's heard this piece.
How many of you have heard this? I mean, is this a kind of a fringe piece? This is the only one I know too. Oh, that's so cool.
Oh, cool. Okay.
So, well, yeah, I guess a few of you did know it, which is awesome. And of course, I don't think I actually heard. Well, I probably have heard the whole ballet, but I don't really remember it because I was a little kid.
Well,
and
let's
move on.
Yeah, let's move on to the next one. I'll let you announce
Okay,
it.
so the next piece is another movement of a suite. It's Lieutenant Kijé, or Kijé, as we've been calling it, Suite, by Sergei Prokofiev, one of my favorite Russian composers. Excuse me. And this, I don't know exactly when he wrote this. Probably, I don't know. It was a long time ago. Anyway, this is another one that I heard a lot as a child. And
me too.
And you too.
Yeah.
And my brother, my older brother, who has now passed, he loved this too. And there was this one part that I would always refer to as the good part. And I used to say, oh, here comes the good part. And so that's how he referred to it, like for the rest of his life. He would always say, do you want to hear the good part? Or let's hear the good part, right, of Lieutenant Kijé. Because the rest of it is like, it's very military. I think it was written for, maybe an actual person, Lieutenant Kijé. But
it's pretty. I think it's pretty, but the good part is like, wow. Like,
the good part.
How come that's in this song?
I know.
It's kind of like,
it's such a departure from everything else. It's kind of an anomaly.
Like, we're not going to have to point it out. You'll know. You'll be oh yeah.
It is so great. It's short. And it's the piccolo is extraordinary. And you don't always hear a piccolo, in an orchestra or having it featured. But it's definitely featured in this. And the other fun fact I want to say before we go on is that Woody Allen used this particular piece in his movie Love and Death, okay, which was one of his older movies. I believe it was late 70s or so. And it was a comedy. And it was about Russians. So he used this music, and I think he might have used some other movements from this piece, but he definitely used this piece that we're going to play.
Troika.
I think he might have even used it for the opening credits, possibly. But anyway, he loved Russian music, and I'm pretty sure there were he used classical music in soundtracks for a lot of his movies, his earlier movies. And so when I heard it, when I saw the movie and I heard this, it was like, oh my God, that's my favorite piece, pretty much from that particular suite. And it was so cool that he used it.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. Anyway, so without further ado, let's hear it.
Okay.
And we'll see what we can say about it. Dissonance. Go. Is that an oboe?
Bassoon.
Okay. Wow, I love the great crescendos. Here we go. Kicks in. Oh yeah, it's the violin.
Yeah.
How did they do that?
We're gonna find a better mix.
Yeah.
Back forward.
It feels, it's a little muted.
Yeah.
I just love the way it builds tension,
Yeah.
right? So brilliant. Nicola should be, there it is.
There she is. Okay, can I just say, this is a different recording than I grew up with.
Yeah. Okay.
And
yeah.
it kind of downplays
It does.
the melody of the good part.
It's not as good.
So I want to see.
We have to find a better
find
mix.
a better one.
Yeah. No, I felt that way right away.
Yeah.
It was like this doesn't feel quite right.
That key change is wild. I'm guessing the piece before this, or whatever the movement, whatever. I forget all the names of the parts of classical music. This is Opus 60, and I'm like, I don't even remember what an opus is.
I don't even know what that is.
The part before this probably was in this key. And then they're like, but now we got to go to this key.
I know, it's totally different.
And then it stays here. Yeah.
Yeah. Does this sound different to you?
I'm not sure yet. To get to the good part.
Okay.
This is the Cleveland Orchestra. That's got to be a tuba.
The bells. Make it a little louder for us. It's good.
A little bit better. Yeah. Okay, let's try one more.
Yeah. No, it's amazing really how every orchestra has its own.
Ooh, this one's slower.
Oh, much.
Whoa.
Whoa. I've never heard this one.
That sleigh bell is way too loud.
Oh my God, yeah. I don't like that slowness.
Yeah, that
Takes away from. Oh, there it is. Woody Allen's classical choices.
Ah,
There you go.
Okay.
Let's
listen to Woody
let's
Allen's
listen to
pick.
it. Yeah.
Oh, the mono.
Ooh.
This sounds so old.
Doesn't it?
It's not even stereo. You can hear the pizzicato better.
Yes. That's the violin, right?
Okay, here's the good part. Yeah, see, I feel like this mix really reveals exactly what so the good part, I think the magic of the good part is that it's the pizzicato of the violin,
Yes.
which is
You're
when you
plucking,
pluck it
right.
with your, like this,
Yes.
takes the lead.
Right.
That's part of the magic. I think it's just a really cool texture, isn't it? Just like, and it's really high.
Yeah.
I mean, that's-
Yeah.
Sorry. Ah. That's really high. And then I think that there's other pizzicato happening underneath it. Like, yeah, there's other violins going.
You can't hear
There's
that in the other
no,
ones.
you're right. You can't. And there's so much pizzicato happening, and it's just so, it's super plucky. Obviously, it's plucky.
I bet you he listened to a lot of versions before he found the one he liked. I'm sure he did because he was a perfectionist.
Right.
And let's look. I just saw this is the State Academic Symphony Orchestra of the Russian Federation.
Get
I mean,
out of
that
here,
is
Cleveland.
So obscure. I mean, that he found that. I don't think that's like something that everybody that shows up on everybody's radar.
Right.
So yeah, let's listen to this one again. It's
Yeah.
only just a couple of minutes.
Yeah.
But I think it has a lot of, it really brings out the essence of what makes this piece so brilliant.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
We haven't talked about that good part.
Yeah.
I can't tell if that's a cello or violas in the melody.
Oh, it's wonderful.
It's so beautiful.
It is. It's so beautiful. So that's a bassoon.
Yeah. Bassoons kind of sound like low oboes.
Yeah. I didn't even know you could do that kind of thing. So,
Yeah.
okay, now that's violin.
I know. It's awesome.
So amazing. Oh God, the way it's so clean.
Oh, that.
What? What?
The big horn jab. It's all dissonant.
Yes, it is.
This
This
is very
is perfect
this is very
tempo.
bassoony.
Yeah.
it's changing key.
So is this the bassoon again?
Yeah.
Oh, God. And then it
That's
kicks
a
in.
French
So
horn, I
great. Love that. It's so short.
But it's
It's so pretty. It's just.
Yay,
Yeah, that
war.
was really satisfying.
Oh,
I'm so glad that we didn't settle
yeah.
for the other
We
one.
got a mix that
Yeah, it's so.
highlights the things.
It's so. I mean, everything is so pristine. You know, the violins, you know, and then the piccolo, the way it's so sharp and it cuts right through everything. It's like, it's just brilliant. You know, it's like times like this is I wish that I could, like, meet Prokofiev,
Right.
you know, and tell him, you know, just how much his music has affected me. And why did he do what he did? You know, how did he come up with this? It's so different from anything else in the whole symphony, you know, the suite or whatever. The suite, yeah, because it's called Lieutenant Kijé Suite. So people were saying things about, like,
Shit.
I'm sorry.
No, it's not you.
Oh.
I just keep hitting the wrong note.
Like, people were saying something about, like, John Williams would use for Star Wars, Superman, because John Williams wrote the theme for Superman as well as Star Wars. And I'm sure he was influenced by, you know,
Yeah.
many great composers.
Those
I mean,
big horns, those big chords, yeah.
Yeah.
And the lower strings. So I was trying to figure out what strings were playing the melody at first. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. I was thinking cellos in their higher range. I think it's too.
or
I think it
could
sounded
be,
too beefy
like you
for
said,
violas.
violas too, because a viola is, I mean, it's kind of like in between the violin and the cello, right, in terms of tone.
Yeah,
But
I,
it's
I'm gonna guess cellos.
okay.
I think it sounded like it had the. I don't know.
The belly,
It just sounded
the big belly
bigger.
of a cello.
Yeah, it sounded bigger, like a cello. Like,
Yeah.
"Boo."
Right, because the cello is a much bigger
Yeah, I was
instrument.
gonna say I don't think violas are like you go violins, violas, cellos, bass.
Right, and they
But-
get progressively bigger.
The violin and viola are much more similar than they are to each other than the
Right.
viola to the cello. I mean,
Totally.
the cello is
Oh, yeah.
huge. And,
Oh yeah, it is.
So, but yeah, I really like that. I really like how because there's a lot of high stuff, and the melody's like, da, 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 da. So the melody is down here.
Yeah. So there's that melody that's kind of like you said, down here, and then there's all the other stuff that's happening up here. Right? So I think that's what makes this so great. Again, is the juxtaposition of, you know, that low melody and then all the other stuff. Like in that part, like
Yeah, let's talk about the good part.
where the violin starts doing that. It's so fast.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm thinking like, and that would be, whoever did that in the orchestra had to be like the best violinist they had. You know, that, because that has to be done. It has to be done so pristinely. And you cannot, I mean, the tempo, right?
Yeah.
It's so fast.
Well, just to remind, so I remember playing violin
Oh, yeah.
badly
Right.
in grade school.
Yeah.
And I switched to clarinet and I was more into that. But I do remember some things about the bowing. And when you're doing something that fast, the bow is not moving that much.
Okay.
It's just like, and it's super loose wrist. And the way that he's articulating it in the score is a bow per note. So it's not slurring,
Right.
which is be like a bunch of notes per bow. It's which I think is easier than the slurring. Anyway,
Oh, okay.
to some degree, I guess, I don't know. I mean, it's probably more exhausting. But once you get into the groove, I think what's probably hard is the fingering.
Yeah.
Because that's just, you know. And it's going all over the place.
Right. Yeah, because the fingering, it has to keep up with the bowing. I mean, it has to.
Exactly.
You have to it's like playing the piano, both hands
okay,
at the same
maybe
time.
it is hard. I don't know. I'll have to ask a string player. I'll be like, what's harder? Playing that slurred or playing that
That
bowed?
would be fun to know.
Yeah.
I'd like to hear that too.
Yeah.
So have all, how many of you have heard this before? Is this new? Same as tremolo picking on a guitar. Do you know what that means? Tremolo picking?
Yeah, like this.
Oh, okay. Thanks, Sheepin.
Yeah.
Small movements, but fast.
Right.
Right, that's right. That's what she said. Yeah, and see, I've never played a stringed instrument ever. I've only played piano.
Yeah.
So
but you're right, though. I mean, that's very fast. Whoever was playing that had to practice that a lot.
Right, and I can imagine
fingering.
that it's very intense
Yeah.
to play
But
that.
I bet you once you get it, it's fun.
Yeah, it probably is a lot of fun.
Yeah. But, okay, can we talk about the good part?
Yeah, the good part.
Yeah. Okay. All right, I figured it out on piano. And I figured out why the notes are so pretty.
Really?
Yes.
Oh my god, I love it.
Okay, so it's all the way up here. So it goes. I'm just gonna play the sorry, D.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
So I think why it's so pretty is because the whole song is in like a major key,
Okay.
and then this part is minor.
Right.
So it's a sudden shift. And if I made chords out of this, it'd be D minor, D, 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 and A, and G and D.
So
D,
pretty.
D, and A minor, and G and D.
God.
I know.
And isn't there
So pretty.
syncopation in there? Where it
Well,
goes.
It's
Dun, dun, I mean, it just feels like something happens.
it's not syncopated, but there's
Okay.
it's an elongated phrase.
Okay.
So, one, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's some bars that are in 4, but then this one, 1. That's just like a longer bar,
Oh God.
and then it goes back to a normal 4/4. So it's like it just keeps doing before it does the da da da. It's like it does extra ones instead of it goes. Sorry. It just does more of them, and so it just lengthens the melody.
Yeah, for some reason that little thing there, when it does that, it just like blisses me out.
I know.
It's just like I just have a physical reaction to it. Oh, somebody just came on. Clores. Hi, Clores. Totally okay that you're late. I'm just so glad you're here.
Yeah.
And also, someone says, Nick, cooking dinner. I think that was my first time hearing that exact piece. Definitely heard the good parts melody. So now it's going to officially be called the good part. It's the good part.
Although I will say I was surprised at how good the other parts were too. I
Yeah,
was
no,
like,
they
oh,
are.
this is a good melody.
No, I think the
It's
whole
just-
thing is the good part.
The whole thing is good, but that part is like magic. It's
Mm-hmm.
like because it's mysterious, it's minor, and it's all pizzicato, and the sleigh bell. It's like
Yeah, it's like
just-
Prokofiev at his best.
Yeah, it's
like,
just like-
you know,
I
just
don't know.
the like when you say magical.
Yeah.
You know, and I think the Russian composers, you know, I think that's one of the reasons I love them. I'm half Russian, but I don't know if that matters. But you know, like Tchaikovsky, if you think of, you know,
Yeah.
Swan Lake, if you think of Nutcracker, you know, I mean, they were so good at writing these pieces that were so powerful. You know, they just literally became part of your physicality. You know, it's like you weren't just hearing them, you were feeling them. You know, like think of the Nutcracker. I mean, everybody's heard that a million times, but think about like what it would be like to hear it just without thinking about the ballet, just the music.
yeah,
and how many incredible parts there were to that suite. Like the dance of the Sugar Plum Fairy. If you remember that one. Do 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 do. It was so delicate.
Yeah.
And so like tiny. And
Yeah,
so
and
the
same with the kids.
choreography
Yeah, right,
was
right.
always like so precise. Little tiny movements.
Yeah.
And it was perfect. Oh, Peter and the Wolf. Oh my God.
I know.
I heard that when I was a little kid. That was like my first introduction to classical music.
Yeah.
And it was such a great thing.
That's a good one. We
Now,
can do a video on that.
was that Prokofiev? Did he write the music?
I don't think so. I thought
Who
it was
did?
Wasn't it an English composer?
Because that was, the way that he, used the instruments to
It was Prokofiev.
See, I knew it. And he wrote that specifically for children. That was his intention. The way that he had, like, the cat, was the clarinet.
Yeah.
And then...
Let's do a
yeah,
video
we don't
on
want to
this.
get...
Let's do a video on that because I think that would be so cool.
Peter and the Wolf.
Good,
we
big
could spend
harmonious.
the whole time
that
on that because it's brilliant.
it is.
It's brilliant, and it's kind of like must listening for any child, to help them understand the power of music and the way that music can change you. That has an emotional impact and also a visual.
Yeah.
You could visualize these
visual.
animals because they all had their own sound.
Right.
And it would be like different instruments for different animals. And then, of course, that incredible thing he wrote for when the wolf comes out of the forest. Okay, you're right. Let's just
I
keep
understand.
moving. What time is it? How much time do we have?
An hour.
Oh, okay, good.
But I think one of the other things that I think makes Troika so good
Is that the name of this?
Yeah.
Troika?
Troika.
Okay.
is the arranging. So again, we talked a little bit about it. The
Let's
cellos
do
being
that.
the melody
Yeah.
for the first couple times, and then the beautiful pizzicato taking over. And by the way, they're actually going and I didn't realize that before.
What is doing that?
So the violin is doing the
The
pizzicato.
violin is doing that?
I
Okay.
thought it was just going bleak, blook, bleak, blook, bleak, blook, bleak, 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 bleak.
But it's not. It's doing
There's
it.
another one at least that's going.
Oh, so a different
It's
violin.
probably, well, I don't know. Maybe it's supposed to be accented, like like that rhythm is supposed to be the accented rhythm. And this recording, they just weren't very good at that. But in this recording, it sounded more like
Yes, I remember that.
So yeah, I was curious
Very
about that
distinct.
because the other ones you
love
can
that.
really hear that rhythm. So yeah, I don't know if it's like if it's an accented rhythm or if there's like maybe the first violins are doing. No, but the second ones are doing the. Never mind. But the piccolo. Okay, the last hurrah, right?
Yeah.
So we get da 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 da, and then the piccolo's like, "I'm here."
Yeah.
And then it plays like the second part of the melody, and then it goes, and then it waits, and it's like, "Ra-da-da-da-da," and then it stops. It's sort of like coming in like a little bird, just like, I'm joining, and then it stops, and then it comes in. It's really cool. It would have been so much more like logical for the piccolo to come in and just do the melody, the whole melody, but with a piccolo. But instead, it's like little parts of the melody only.
It's like,
It's really cool.
It's like just a little taste.
Yeah.
The way I saw it when you were just describing it, it almost sounds like, like there's a big family gathering, and all, the whole family representing the symphony orchestra, and they're all talking, different voices, and then all of a sudden, the littlest kid decides he or she wants to be heard. So she kind of pushes her way through, and she goes, "Hi, I'm here too," and I want to participate. That's what came up for me when you were describing it. It's like, it really is like the piccolo kind of, because of it's
so tiny.
It's so high.
Yeah.
And it's so sharp and it's so clean. It's like a knife cutting through everything.
It's almost a whistle. I mean, it's up there.
It really is. I mean, I've seen a piccolo. It's like it's this tiny little flute-like thing.
Tiny.
Yeah, I mean, it's like so high.
It's probably hard. I feel like you always see a piccolo player as like some big guy,
playing
like,
this
huge hands
tiny
with like little,
thing.
Yeah,
that's hilarious.
Oh my god! Against all odds, it's like, you know what? I want to play the piccolo. I don't care what they say.
Yeah, it's almost like it has like a stigma or something. Like
you have to be comfortable in your masculinity. I feel to be a piccolo player. I think it is kind of a
It is.
It's a very like cute small instrument, So,
right, and it could be kind of almost considered
feminine.
like feminine or something. Like a lot of flute players are women. It seems to be a choice. I noticed a lot of my, in my school days, a lot of girls would choose the flute.
That's true. We didn't have any guy.
A lot of
flute players
boys
at school.
playing the flute.
Not a single one. You're right.
Yeah, they would go for the woodwinds or the brass or the percussion.
Right.
Strings. More manly things.
Yeah.
Testosterone-fueled instruments. The piccolo definitely does not feel like a manly instrument. And yet, it's interesting just to think about that. But the piccolo, in this case, is one of the most memorable parts of the whole piece.
Yeah.
Because it is used so...
It's very sparing.
It's very sparing, but it is so impactful.
It is.
Anyway, just so you know, this whole... Just to make sure that we're clear, the troika in its entirety really is, I consider, the good part. I don't... It's not like one part of the troika. As soon as it goes... and then you hear the bells, and it starts to kick in. That's the beginning of the good part.
I see what you mean.
So the intro where it goes dun, 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 that kind of military thing. I don't consider that the good part until it starts to. Yeah, and I think also Woody Allen in Love and Death, because a lot of the scenes took place in the winter. I think he used that during a sleigh ride. Okay? Which makes sense, given the the tempo, right?
Yes,
a horse.
There's literal sleigh bells,
right?
too.
And also the sleigh bells. So it really lends itself well, to a sleigh ride,
for sure.
Yeah. So, and of course, we'll never really know unless you're like a Prokofiev, fanatic, and you know everything about him, like what he was thinking when he wrote this. What was the impulse behind writing this? To me that's fascinating.
Yeah.
Because
was this a commission thing for a
general I know that the Nutcracker was a commission.
Right? Not
Excuse me. The Nutcracker Suite was a commissioned piece for Tchaikovsky, and what I have read numerous times is that he hated it. He literally hated it. He hated the piece. He hated that he had to write it for money. And that, I don't think he knew that it became the most famous thing he ever wrote. But even in his time, I believe that it became commercially popular.
Okay, I just found out
and he hated it.
About it.
Okay.
It was originally written to accompany a film of the same name, produced by something.
In 1933 and 34.
It was his first attempt at film music and his first commission.
Oh my God, it was a commission.
In the early days of sound cinema, among the various distinguished composers ready to try their hand at film music, Prokofiev was not an obvious choice for the commission. Based in Paris for almost a decade, he had a reputation for experimentation and dissonance, characteristics at odds with the cultural norms of the Soviet Union. By early 1933, however, Prokofiev was anxious to return to his homeland and saw the film commission as an opportunity to write music in a more popular and accessible style.
Oh, this is fabulous.
After the film's successful release, the 5-movement Kijé Suite was first performed in December 1934 and quickly became part of the international concert repertoire. It has remained one of the composer's best-known and most frequently recorded works. Elements of the suite's score have been used in several later films and in 2 popular songs of the Cold War era.
Wow. Wow.
Anyway.
So, okay, so what's the time frame? So when did he was born in 1914?
Is that what it says?
Is that what it says?
Where did you see that?
I thought under this picture.
Oh.
Oh,
No.
no, that just says 1921. I'm just curious how old he was when he wrote this. Obviously, he was probably a young man, I would
Well,
think.
it said that he had lived in Paris for 10 years and wanted to go back home. So I'm guessing not.
Okay.
Let's see.
So he wanted to go back to his homeland, and he thought that this piece would
1891.
help him.
He was born in Ukraine.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Okay. Well, that's
Okay.
where my family's from.
Really?
Ukraine, yeah.
I didn't know that.
Ooh, sorry.
He was 42.
Oh, okay. So when did he die? Oh, there it is. He was 61, 1953. Oh, wow. He was alive when I was born.
Wow. You could have said hi.
Except I was...
You would have been like,
I was like drooling. I could have drooled on him. Right. Yeah, that would have all I would have been able to do.
no, he died in what year?
53.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you were.
Yeah, we're definitely going to talk. We're going to do Peter and the Wolf. That would be
that'd be
a fantastic... You know, we could spend the whole time on that. Just
Well, we're doing good on time. Why don't we do the next track, and then if we have more, we can do something else.
of Peter and the Wolf. Oh, no, we still have another piece.
I know.
Okay, let's do that.
Okay.
Okay, so there's one more. Oh, wait, someone just made a comment. I want to. It said, Ixi has Ukrainian heritage. Well, actually,
I thought it was Russian. But...
well, I'm pretty sure that my family started in Ukraine, but then moved to Russia like a long time ago.
Wow.
And so my father considered himself Russian. His parents were both born in Russia.
Oh, okay.
You know, I'm not really sure about the Ukraine part. I actually might have made that up, but I do remember that they were potato farmers. You know, this is, going back a ways. Potato farmers. And I think I somehow remember that there was Ukraine was in part of it. It was either the family went to Ukraine for a while and came back.
Okay.
But, it was, there's something in there. But, I consider myself half Russian. And so my dad was full Russian because both his parents were born in Russia. He was first generation, born in the States. So it's possible that he said, Nick says my mother's side is 100% Ukrainian. Oh, wow. That's so cool. Yeah, so anyway,
Yes. So you're Russian and German, and so
Russian and German.
I'm Russian and German and Greek.
Yeah, she's got like quite an interesting mix.
Dad is full-on Greek guy.
Yeah, and actually, we also have on my mother's side, the German side.
Just a smack of Spanish,
It's
right?
Spanish, yeah, because apparently the Bienvenistas was the name of the family. They came to Germany, and they fell in love with this little town called Eppstein. E-P-P.
They really fell in love with the town.
T-E-I-N.
You know what I mean.
They what?
They really fell in love with the town.
They did. They fell in love with the town, and they stayed.
Made babies.
They stayed, and they, procreated in many generations. And then I believe that at one point, this is my father's side, the Russian side, sorry. at one point they decided to go back to Russia. Okay? And so they did. And then, but their last name was Epstein. They took the name from the town. And instead of being the Bienvenistas, they were Epstein. But they were, when they went back to Russia, which doesn't sound like a Russian name, Epstein. It sounds more German. But it was because of that German town. So I have Spanish heritage as well as German and Russian, which is probably why I have this really intense personality, like a fiery Spaniard. That's who lives within me, like a giant, like a Chihuahua. I have a Chihuahua.
Oh, really? Okay.
Deep in my soul.
We've never done one of those, like.
I know. I really want to.
So
a lot of people I know are doing them, and they're fascinating.
Yeah.
Love to do that. Would be something to talk about.
Yeah.
We should do that. We should see.
I wonder how much it costs.
I know. I think it costs a couple $100. Anyway, and does anybody want to say anything else about the Lieutenant Kijé Suite? Oh, you DG, you guys are really cute. Aw. Thanks. I'm sorry. I always get too close to the mic.
It's okay.
She's constantly pushing it out of my way. So thank you for saying that. I love that. Yeah, I mean, doing this with Ixie is like, I can't imagine pretty much anything funner than doing this with her. It's just so great. Just, I mean, she's not only is she my daughter, but she's like my perfect improv partner. The way we play off each other, because we have such similar humor, and timing. So it's like being with myself, like a younger version of myself, which, is kind of cool. All right, moving on.
Okay,
what does it say here? For some reason, wait, go back. One reason not many YouTubers, streamers show their parents on the stream. Well, I guess because their parents aren't nearly as entertaining and charismatic as I am.
There's
Isn't that the reason?
That must be it. No, there's and I think her name is Andy Marie. She's a comedian, and she makes videos with her mom.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, because they're from Appalachia, so they do these characters where they go full on into the Appalachian ladies gossiping.
Wouldn't that be so cool?
It's really cute.
And I just thought of something. If we did a conversation with Rachel and Madison.
Okay, let's talk about this later. Okay.
These two little girl characters that we used to do together. So funny. Okay. All right.
Last one that we have
this
planned.
one hopefully will be a lot of you will recognize. It's been used a lot in movies, television, and it's been used in commercial venues. But I remember hearing it first, again, as a very young child, and thinking that it was just, the visuals, what it conjured up in my head were so vivid, and I just loved it. So I think it's brilliant, and it's by Edvard with a V, Edvard Grieg, Grieg, from his Peer Gynt symphony, and he is the Norwegian composer that I alluded to in the very beginning.
Yes. Yeah, I would bet that everyone's heard this.
Yeah, I would too.
I think this is a very, very famous.
The BBC Scottish org. That sounds fascinating. Okay. Can I see the comments?
Oh, yeah, sorry. I don't like this mix.
Like what?
I can't hear the melody.
I know.
Okay, let's try another one.
Yeah. It seems like it's so quiet.
Yeah. Well, it does start really quiet.
It does, but still, you should be able to hear it.
Wow, this one's fast.
It is.
I think it's the bass and the pizzicato.
Yeah.
Maybe it's the cello.
Oh, yes. So beautiful. Wow. God. Oh. It's amazing.
Nicholas.
Yes.
I
Love that. Oh.
Great.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh, man.
Fantastic.
Edvard, man. Really. I mean, that is definitely got to be one of the best pieces of music ever written. Ever in the history of humankind. You know, it's funny because I didn't realize that it's not very long.
Nope.
That
one was especially short because they
really,
went fast.
it
I'll
was
find another
fast.
version.
And yeah, I'm sure that you could, but it kicks in pretty fast. It does. I mean,
Yeah, it escalates.
it escalates.
very
Yeah, that's what
quickly.
I'm saying. Like for instance,
Yeah.
Bolero, you know, which is another one of these, starts slow and moves very slowly up the ladder until it, you know, reaches the big crescendo.
Yeah.
That one takes a lot longer to get there.
Yeah,
I mean,
this one's like, I would say in their score, it probably says pianissimo,
yeah, right.
2 P's. That's my guess.
Which is
Maybe
the
even
quietest.
3 P's. Pia pianissimo.
Right.
But yeah, like, I mean, you can tell they're playing it quietly.
Yeah, so quietly.
And then, so it's like quiet, it's like quiet, it's like quiet. And then it's like,
Right, and then they start adding
and we just
the
take off.
instruments. Like,
I know, the arrangement is
yeah,
so cool.
it's so amazing. We got to hear another
Yeah,
one
we're
more
going to
time.
hear another one.
Because there's so many things to talk about.
Yeah, okay, so this is a slower one. Yeah. Okay, so I think right now the bassoon is going.
It's not the tuba.
Oh, maybe you're right. Maybe that's a tuba.
It's so low. It sounds like
You're
a tuba.
right. That's got to be a tuba. Good,
Yeah.
good one, Mama.
It's the brass. It doesn't sound like a woodwind.
It's just doing these little da da.
Right.
Right. But
Right.
I think it's either the bass or the cellos are pizzicatoing. They're pizzing the melody.
They
It's
are
so
pitching
hard
the
to hear.
melody.
Yeah, it's really, really like. Actually, I think
yeah, I
it's the
can hear
cellos
it.
and the bass, and
I
they're
can
in
hear it.
octaves.
I can hear the cello. They're plucking the cello, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So they're octaves. Okay, and then now that I think think that is a bassoon. I think this is a bassoon.
Yeah, it's definitely different.
That's a bassoon.
Yeah, for
That's
sure.
not a tuba. Back to the strings.
Yeah.
Oh, they're switching off.
What are they doing?
Okay, I think it is a bassoon doing the... I think. Okay, I don't know. It sounds like they're switching off every time. So let's just say it's a bassoon. Bassoon is doing the boom, bum, boom, bum, 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 boom. I forget what the other notes are. While the strings, low strings, do the melody. Then they switch, and the bassoon does the melody, and the low strings pits on the boom, bum, and then they switch back, and they switch back. Listen. So first, bassoon doing the bloop, bloop, the bloops. Let's call them the bloops.
Yeah.
And then the strings do the melody.
Yeah.
Now it's going to switch. Get ready.
Right.
Switched.
They did.
And now it's going to switch back, I bet.
Never noticed that. There's the violin again. And it's the blooping.
Yep.
Bassoon is blooping.
So now it should switch back if they follow the pattern. Yep.
Brilliant.
It's getting higher, too.
Yeah.
Okay, now what's going to happen? Okay, back to the beginning. This is basically the beginning. Okay. Switch. Switched. Yes. That's so smart.
It really is.
What a great sort of call and response feeling.
Unbelievable.
Okay, now
Okay, then they change.
the higher strings.
Right.
You know what?
And that creates tension immediately.
Totally.
Because it's like it ramps up the ante.
Yeah.
You know, when
right.
you have the higher strings, it's immediately you feel the tension.
Yeah. Yeah. It's exactly right. And
Yeah.
I got to figure out what's happening. But so there's something, and it continues now from now until the end of the piece, where there's something on the duh on
Yes.
those beats. I think it's like a flurry of a bunch of instruments, but I feel like at the end, it almost sounds like choral, like ha ha ha. I don't think it is, but whatever the instruments are, make it sound like a scary like banshee or
Wow.
Anyway, but I think it's flutes.
Yeah.
Okay, so I hear some flutes doing it right now. Boo, boo. Oh my
What
god!
was that? What was that just came in?
How cool! That's an oboe, and it came in on the two notes before the melody starts over.
Oh my
What a nice
God.
way to transition. It's like not what you expect.
Wow.
Okay, I'm gonna back up.
Yeah, go back.
That's really cool. Oh, just on that da,
Yeah.
and then
That's the oboe.
now the strings are on the,
Plucking. Right.
and they switch. Oh my god, they switch. They keep switching.
He keeps doing that.
Woodwinds and strings battling.
Okay, and then the tempo is picking up
Yes,
too.
it is. And it's obviously getting louder too. I mean,
Right. So this is more plucking. Okay, here comes the
hats.
percussion.
okay,
Isn't that the percussion coming in?
I don't know. I stopped it because now the strings are on those da da, and they're going.
So the strings are doing that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Maybe that's why that sounded voice-like later, is because it's
Okay.
got like a
All right,
vibrato.
go back a little bit. So
Or it's like da,
Yeah,
da,
yeah.
da, or something.
Right, and that
Da, da, da. There it is.
cymbals.
Yeah.
The entire orchestra.
Yes.
So intense.
And then
Is that a trumpet?
I think so.
What else could it be?
It has to be a trumpet.
Yeah, because
It's too bright for a French
Yeah,
horn.
yeah, totally.
It's blatty. It's like
Yeah,
blah,
it's
blah, blah,
totally blatty.
You're right, and that came in also halfway through the phrase or
It's
near
almost
the end.
like
or,
the piccolo. It's like it
Yes.
kind of shows up out of
it
nowhere.
does.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love when it goes
We'll
up.
talk about that.
Yeah, that's so important. It's
this.
Okay, that's it. Oh, yes. No, I don't think it's choral.
I think it's strings and
what's this? What's doing
that's a
that?
piccolo in there.
What's doing?
What's doing what?
Well, go back a little.
Go back.
When it goes do 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 do, what's doing the first do 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 do? What's
Lots
doing
of
that?
instruments.
Oh, it is a lot?
Yeah.
Yeah, what's doing that?
It sounds like a bunch of winds. A
Okay.
piccolo and maybe an oboe. Yeah, but they're in octaves with each other.
Oh, God.
It sounds like winds to me. Yeah, because you could hear the...
Okay.
Oh, flute. It's probably a flute and an oboe and...
But it's so quick.
Maybe it's not a piccolo.
I mean, how could they do that?
They can, because it go...
Okay.
Well, okay.
It's so...
With the flute, they go like... But with the woodwind, you tongue it.
Right.
You go... Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's a flute. Okay, that's probably just a flute. That's probably not a piccolo.
Okay.
I don't know. It's high.
Well, no, it's not high enough to be a piccolo.
You're right. It's a flute. It's just a flute, really high. And then now it's
those are strings.
Now the strings come in.
Yeah. That's timpani, right? That's like the thunder roll.
That's timpani.
The thunder roll. Okay, let's do that part again. Just that.
Okay.
Where it reaches the crescendo and the timpani rolls up. And the end is just like, is it like everything just hitting that last note, like, and then stopping is, when it ends like on a sharp, like it ends.
Well, they just hit it as staccato, and then it decays.
Okay, let's just hear the ending again.
Wait.
The very last.
Someone said there's no way that's not a choir. Okay, let's find out.
Really?
Is there a choir?
Oh, we can't. Okay, we have to find out.
Of the Mountain King. Yes. Oh no, that's
it
a
says
choral
version with
I'm
choir.
not looking at the.
But was it written for choir? I guess is the question.
You know how we can find out? Look at a live performance.
Oh.
If there are people standing there singing, then.
Wow. All these instruments.
I think it's flutes. I don't see any people. I don't see any people. No, I don't see any singers.
Right. So into it. Yes. Oh, so intense. Wow. Is that a French horn?
Is that what?
Was that a French horn?
No, that looked like a euphonium or a tuba.
Oh.
Let me see if I can.
It looked like a tuba. It's a tuba, I think. Or is it not as big as a tuba? Is that euphonium? I don't think I've ever seen one.
Well, there's different sized tubas.
Oh, okay.
Because they can be... Oh, that's a child with a tuba. That's not helpful.
No. Okay, I didn't know there were different sizes of tubas.
YouTube video of sizes of tubas. I mean, I've seen tubas that are so big that you wear them. They literally like go around your body.
Oh my God.
So, I'm not sure. Tuba versus euphonium. Euphonium is smaller. Yeah, I feel like this is a euphonium.
But it's like a tuba-like.
Yes. Just the way the oboe and the bassoon are kind of like the same instrument.
Right.
But
just the bassoon is bigger and lower.
I mean, they're not exactly the same. If they were exactly the same, then it would be called a bass.
But the bassoon
oboe,
has that interesting mouthpiece, which is different from an oboe, isn't it?
Yes, but that's the way it always works. So when you look at a clarinet, if you look at a soprano clarinet, it's just a straight thing. And
it doesn't have the reed and everything?
The B flat clarinet, and it's just a straight thing. And then the bass clarinet also has a like gooseneck.
Okay.
And the saxophone is the same. So the tenor sax and the alto sax has the gooseneck.
Okay.
But the soprano is just a stick.
Did not know.
So they have to get more pipe. They have to get more volume somehow, and without it, it just would be too long without the curves.
So interesting.
So I don't know. Again, I'm just kind of guessing that's a euphonium. But anyway,
all right. So
there's no choir.
There's no choir.
I think it's flutes, a lot of flutes, and maybe strings going like, and so it's kind of has that voice-like warble that I'm hearing of like
right, because I have. I mean, instruments can mimic the sound of a human voice. I mean, that has happened many times in music. You think it's, choir, but turns out to be instruments. So, what does someone say? It says, if you are correct, I'm just in disbelief.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
It really does sound like, I always imagined it was a choir, but it's not.
Wow. Okay. So all right, let's just, obviously, mostly, pretty much everybody knows this piece. And it's so, the song boils over so fast. Yeah, it really does. It starts out and it it's kind of like you don't really know where it's going. But then it kicks in really quickly, and when it does, it's like a boulder running down, like coming crashing down a mountain. It's unstoppable. And it hits you so hard. And you are swept up with like a tsunami. And it's so powerful. It's so... I always imagined it as like a bunch of gnomes. Like little tiny gnomes.
Yeah.
Kind of going, like walking around. And then, like, in the Mountain King. So, if they're in the hall of the Mountain King, so who is the Mountain King? What does he look like? Is he human?
And who are his henchmen?
Or is he, like, some kind of creature? I don't know. Does anybody have any ideas? Anybody done any research about the Mountain King?
Yeah.
But it's just such a cool thing. The Mountain King.
I know.
Right? The king of the mountains.
It sounds scary to me. It sounds like...
I think it is scary.
Like, it's a dangerous creature. And whether human or not, it's like, ruh-roh,
Well, because it's minor. It's mostly minor.
Well, let's talk about it.
Except for that one note when it goes... That one major note when it goes... Dun, 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 and it's that... And you said we'll talk about that later. So let's talk about that.
The time is now.
Let's talk about it now.
Okay, this song is in harmonic minor.
Okay.
Okay, with some chromaticism.
Oh.
Okay, so...
Chromaticism. Make sure you say all the syllables.
Chromaticism sounds like this. Sorry. Da, 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 da,
oh, wow. Oh, that's creepy.
Yes.
That sounds like creepy, like horror movie creepy. Mm-hmm.
It can sound very scary.
Yeah, it is. It sounds like you're in danger.
And yeah, okay. Yeah, it's got this last part. This part's really,
that's very scary.
Yeah, it's a bit scary.
It sounds like even just those three notes. If you did those over and over again, like they're walking into the forbidden door, right? And something bad's gonna happen, right? That's scary. That is scary.
Yes, it is. So the song goes do 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 do. Now here's the chromaticism. Okay, do, 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 do. Right here. Sorry. Okay, so this part goes da da da. That's a major third, and then they just take that and move it down a half step, and then again.
Oh, wow. Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah.
So this is the scale?
No, this part's called chromatic. So these notes are...
So this is what Grieg did. And he made up this part, right?
So he's using the scale, but then this particular part where it goes... That would be called chromatic, and there's notes that are not in the scale.
Oh, okay.
He's using a chromatic pattern. So look how the top note goes down by a half step like this.
Mm-hmm.
That's chromaticism. Half steps.
Okay. Oh. So you just keep like, ooh, that's
chromatic
too.
Yeah. Chromaticism can sound very, very scary.
God.
'Cause it's very disorienting.
So So the chromatic scale, and then
he's using harmonic minor.
But
then there's a moment, how I describe it is chromaticism, where he takes a pattern. He goes like this, and then he moves everything down a half step, and then again.
Oh, that's brilliant.
And that part is chromatic, and it's
brilliant.
Notes that aren't in the scale at all.
So simple though.
And underneath it's just like I don't know.
Right. Oh God, that is such a clashing, great sound. Yeah, I could see. I mean, that sounds like a soundtrack. What you just did, you know, like it does sound.
But then it feels like it's all like kind of okay, and it goes.
Yeah, it's that one note.
That's a D major chord.
It comes out of nowhere. Oh, that's awesome.
Okay. So
yes.
Yeah, but then it kind of goes up to this chord and does a similar pattern, but it's not exactly the same. Right?
Yeah, but this is where you come to. But then that one time when he goes,
we'll get there.
Yeah, okay,
Okay, so this is a similar pattern because you can hear the same rhythm and the same what I call contour. It goes up and down at the same time as this one did. Da 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 da. Right? It goes same pattern, different notes though, and it sounds like a major. It sounds like major. That's just major. That's like the major scale. But then it goes.
Yes, that's the note. That's the note. Da.
So this is very
like
dissonant.
Comes
and
out of nowhere. It is. It changes everything. Now, why is that note so important?
Well, no. It's not that note. That note feels totally, I think, normal to us because this whole song is very dissonant.
Yeah.
It's the near the end when everything's going crazy. And instead of doing this note, instead of that note, which is a half step away from this one, he's like, I'm going to change it this time, and goes,
yes.
That's the one that we're like, whoa.
Yeah, that's the one.
You don't expect it because everything else is so dark, and then it's like,
yeah, it's like, what happened?
Like, whoa.
I mean, it shakes you up.
Yeah.
It, like, stops you in the, like, what the fuck just happened?
So that's, like, exactly what you said. You were like, it goes major. That's right.
Yes.
That's exactly what happened.
And I've always remembered that.
From a minor sixth to a major
sixth. As a child, that moment, it was like...
I know, I look forward to it.
It was, like, so out of place. Like...
Yeah.
But I loved it.
It's out of place because he's set your ear up to expect...
Exactly.
You think that's going to happen
And then he
again.
gives you that major sound.
Yeah.
I know. And it's like you can't process it.
I wish more composers honestly did that kind of thing where they're like, I'm going to change one note in this melody you've heard a bunch of times just to shake it up.
Yeah.
I think it's so cool.
I do too.
Yeah.
I think, because, you're right. Like your brain starts to expect something. You know, it's predictable because it's been happening the same way every time. So that's what you're expecting. And then it's like a plot twist, in a book, right? You expect the character to act in a certain way because he's always acted that way. And then all of a sudden, he does something completely out of character.
Yeah, even the bass notes.
And that shakes you up. It's like, what?
Yeah, it changes the feeling in that moment. It's not, things aren't quite so dark. I mean, they still feel scary and out of control just because of the crescendo and all the instruments going crazy and how
tempo.
quick it is. Exactly.
Yeah.
But it feels like, like it feels more like regal or something for a moment, and then it goes back into like terror.
Yeah. So,
yeah.
like,
It's really
okay,
cool.
so I don't know if you can answer this question, but why would he do that? Why would he put that note in there like that? Why do you think he did that
Either just for
as
fun.
a composer?
Yeah, I mean, it could have just been for fun. Like, I do that just for fun.
Oh, okay.
Just because it's interesting. It's just like, it's a variation.
Unexpected.
It's a variation, and it's sometimes I'll be like, ooh, this is pretty. Like, ooh, this is also pretty with this note. Well, I can have my cake and eat it too. I can do it like this for a few times, and then I can change it.
Right.
And I know the listener will
Okay.
expect it to be the first way, and then
Yeah.
it'll be slightly different.
Right.
And it's like, I don't know. It's like, it feels playful. It feels like I'm getting to enjoy all the different combinations of notes that I've come across that I think sound good, and I get to put them all in the same piece together, and just like, I don't have to pick one. I can do them both.
Yeah.
And obviously he knew the feeling was going to change when he did that, because it does.
Right.
You just feel it. It's
Yeah.
brighter. And so he put it very clearly at the peak, the climax of the piece.
Yeah,
Because,
he did.
you know, he probably liked the way that variation felt when everything was going crazy. You know, like almost manically crazy with that note. It might have sounded different if it was in the quiet part.
Shows you how significant one note can have on the listener.
Exactly.
You know, like, because that note, I have remembered that note my whole life.
Yeah.
And every time I hear this piece, I remember that note is going to happen. And every time it does, it like hits me like,
Yeah.
you know, it's so intense. Just one note.
And it's right next to the one that we heard
So
before.
is it like a half step or
it's
something?
a half step.
I mean, that's incredible.
I know.
That, you know, the power
Yes.
of music. Really, this is where, you know, this is the power of music and how it can affect us emotionally and viscerally, because you feel it in your body. You know,
Look,
I mean,
the
that's-
Mountain King is a troll king on the
Oh.
mountainous region Dovre in Norway, which is
wow.
also a national park.
oh my God. So, because he was Norwegian, so maybe he wrote this like about like, you know, as an homage or something to that particular thing, that myth of the Mountain King, a troll king.
Yeah,
That makes
troll
sense that
king.
he's not human.
Yeah.
Because I had this feeling always that he wasn't human. It was like a creature of some kind. Humanoid, right? But not human. And what is that? Let's see. So are you the one from the Netherlands? Skongland? Are you the one from the Netherlands? He was trying to be ultra Norwegian. He was trying to be ultra Norwegian. Is that because? Okay, wait a second. Wasn't he? Was he the one that went away and came back? Or
Just,
was
the
that
Netherlands
Prokofiev?
and Norway are different, by the way. Never mind. Yes, Skongland is from Norway. I don't know if you said that.
No, I got that, but I'm just trying to think. Why was he trying to be ultra Norwegian? Did he come
Grieg?
back? Did he need to establish himself in a different way? Was he
He's just being himself.
just
He's
his
Norwegian.
That was his heritage or something. Okay, I was just wondering if there was another reason. Oh, this is so great.
Cool.
And people, I love the comments.
And isn't it cool how it's the same two parts over and over and over again?
Yeah, it's just a repeat.
But the arrangement is clearly part of what makes it interesting. The switching back and forth.
Oh, yeah, and I never would have noticed that
I don't
ever
think I consciously realized that before.
if it wasn't for you, because you have this incredible ear that I don't have, most people don't have, to distinguish and discern. You know, like, just a fun fact for you all, when Ixie was younger, you know, I started, you know, playing her some music from my youth, you know, my teens and my 20s, you know, just to kind of share with her. And she would say something like, oh, wow, you know, I love that part right there where the, you know, the violin comes in, or something like that. And I would go like, what? You know, and I had been listening to this song for decades, and I'd never heard of violin. And then she picked it out. She'd pick it out, and then I would listen to it again, and it'd be like, oh, there is a violin. So she could hear all these things.
I was destined to do this job.
You were. You were made for this job.
Yeah.
Because you would always hear these kind of like, what's the word I'm looking for? Not esoteric.
Buried layers?
No, it's the word that I'm trying. It's these obscure. That's what I'm looking for. Obscure. She could identify instruments and things that I had never heard.
Yeah.
Because they weren't featured. They weren't obvious. They were a little bit occult. Like occult actually. Literal definition of occult means hidden. It doesn't actually mean like evil, like people think the occult. It actually means hidden. So she could hear all that stuff, and I couldn't. So yeah, she was made for this. Anyway, someone said break into rules. I'm telling you, that is a theme right now. Who said that? I can't see it.
Want me to move it over?
There's a glare from the light.
Oh.
So it's L up there at the top. Breaking the rules. Who is that?
Viking MC.
Okay, Viking MC. He's breaking the rules. I mean, that is something that is coming up for me a lot in my art, in terms of, because I'm writing a novel, and it's like there's so many rules about, you have to do this, and you have to have this, and the genre, and the formula, and you can't do this, and, there's like a right way to write and a wrong way. It's like, it's like, F that.
F sharp that.
Yeah, I am so tired of that crap, the rules, because all great art breaks the rules. That's what it does, and that's one of the reasons that it's great. One of the reasons that we remember it, because it does not follow the same formula. It does not do all the things that everybody expects. Obviously, the artist had enough faith in themselves and loved and had enough passion for what they were doing that they didn't give a shit about the rules. They just did what they wanted to do. And so that is so liberating for me as a person, as a human being and as an artist, to realize that, that's not what I'm about, and writing this novel is a perfect example. I actually, when I started getting the quote-unquote rules about particular genre I'm writing in, which I'm not really writing in, but, I almost gave up because it took all the joy out of it. And I felt like I can't write that way. I cannot write in that, like, rigid, claustrophobic.
Not formulaic.
And I felt like, oh, no one's going to read my book because it doesn't follow the formula. Well, I finally was able to shake that off and come back to why I wrote it in the first place. And that it wasn't about how many people read my book. It was about writing the book that needed to be written, that only I can write. So now that I've come back to that, I'm totally freed up again to write it. And I'm so excited. Yeah, so thanks for listening. Y'all are so great. Love you all so much.
Cool.
Oh, yeah, it's written for... there was a character named Peter Gynt in literature. Right. There's like a whole, myth about him. I actually knew about it at one point. I remember researching it once. But I forgot about who he was. But you're right. This was written for this character.
Okay.
Peer Gynt. What a great name, huh?
Yeah, that's good.
No, ocular is a root word of occult. Oh, ocular. I never heard that. The only rule is no rule. Yeah, you bet. Paradiddle. The only rule is no rule. Thank you. That's so great. The song is supposed to be the song of the trolls coming out of the shadows in the Mountain King's Hall and dancing. And it stops when he enters. Oh, cool. That's so great. I love it.
What does it say?
That's what.
Where is that?
So right up. It's like Daniel something.
If I recall correctly, the song is supposed to be the son of the trolls.
No, I think he means song. I think it was a typo.
Oh, the song of the trolls coming out of the shadows in the Mountain King's hall and dancing.
And it stops when he enters. Like they're having a great old time. And then he comes in and it's like, shit!
Son of the trolls.
I love that. But, they're dancing, but it's in minor.
Yeah.
It's minor. Mm-hmm. They're not like dancing like, snowflakes or flowers. They're dancing like trolls would dance. Right? In a minor key. Your mom is amazing. I love the way she thinks. Aw, thank you. You're so lucky to have been raised by such an open mind.
You're right.
So just so you know, you lucked out, babe.
I know.
Yeah, of course I did too. I lucked out big time to get her. She picked me, So it's a good thing. Okay, yeah, it's a masterpiece. Waving from Sweden. Hi, Sweden. Oh, so cool. Daniel, so great. Thank you. Sitting in front of my piano, breaking all the rules. All right.
Okay, if you guys want to know how to play this, it goes B, C sharp, D, E, F sharp, D, F sharp, F natural, G flat, F natural, E, C, E.
Wow.
Then you do it one more time, but this time you go B, A, D sharp, B, A, F sharp, D, F sharp, A. Because I messed that up. B, A, F sharp, D, F sharp, A. Then you do it again, but the last time instead of doing this, you sometimes go like D, like B, B, F sharp, D, F sharp, B. Like there's one part where it's like. Or something. It ends differently sometimes. But then the second part goes F sharp, A. I'm sorry. Let's do sharps. Hang on. F sharp, G sharp, A sharp, B, C sharp, A sharp, C sharp, D.
That's really high.
D, C sharp, A sharp, C sharp. So many sharps.
Oh, it's so pretty.
And then when you do and I'll tell you why actually. And then when you do the fun version where all the light comes in, you go F sharp, G sharp, A sharp, B, C sharp, D sharp, A sharp, D sharp, C sharp. Instead of D natural, it's D sharp. Anyway.
Oh, that's
the reason this is so pretty.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, why is that so pretty?
Is because of this. So it's like you go major, you have a major third, like do re mi.
Okay.
And then you go do 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 do, and then you would expect this,
right?
But it's a minor sixth instead, so it sounds like.
Oh yeah, it's really pretty.
It's like a mixture of minor and major vibes.
Oh yeah, fabulous
together, and it's very. I feel like it's very film scory, like.
Oh, totally. Yeah, and it's also very, like, suspenseful. Yeah. It has, like, inherent in that.
Yeah.
Like, something's going to happen, right? It's not just, like, a normal day or you're just hanging out,
Yeah.
It's like something is happening behind the scenes. Something is going to happen. Something is building. It's amazing. Just, is that the part?
I was just trying to figure.
Is that what you're doing?
No, I was trying to figure out the bloop blap bloop blap bloop blap.
Because it sounds like the beginning of
No.
Oh no.
The part that's trading off with the melody. It's like bloop 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 bloop.
Oh, in the beginning.
Bloop, bloop.
Okay.
Well, the whole song.
Oh, the whole song.
It even goes dun 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 throughout the song.
Yeah.
So I think maybe what's happening is that something is going like,
oh, that is so cool.
This note is staying the whole time.
Oh,
I think so. Those are those dissonance.
That sounds so movie trackish, soundtrackish.
So I think the B is always in the.
I want to write something in that
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds like something cool could happen there. You're gonna have to show me that sometime. Like when we have time, to actually. But somebody said, I don't know how to say that. Percy said 20 to 100. There's a difference between being trained and doing something new and just not following the rules.
Yeah.
It's a really good distinction because you can be, like you said, classically trained and like Alexander, excuse me,
I
Ixie.
am not, okay.
But you had music education.
Okay, all right.
Like from a college. I
just don't want them to think I'm something I'm not.
No, she's not.
I've had some training, but
she's
hated
mostly
it.
and she's mostly self-taught.
Yeah.
She's been playing the piano since she was 4 years old.
I did take music lessons.
And she did.
And I did have to sit through a music theory
But
classes,
you were
which I
composing
hated.
when you were...
Yeah, but I didn't know anything.
Right, neither did I. See, I'm self-taught as well.
Yeah.
So all my music comes out of just what I liked.
Yeah.
I didn't even know what I was playing. I didn't have any idea. I just played what sounded good to me,
Yeah.
and what my emotions dictated. So, I have no idea. The fact that she did go through some training, was just it's an incidental fact. It's not.
That's how I know all the
she
names
is.
for this stuff. But
Right.
In some ways, that's all it is. It's just,
like she.
that's what you call that.
Right. She knows some theory, whereas I don't know any theory.
Right.
So she can say, "Oh, this chord or this scale or whatever."
Oh, it's a flat 6.
Right. And also, she is an arranger. She has this talent to arrange things. So she knows a lot about that, arrangements and stuff. But this is all stuff she discovered on her own. Anyway, but that whole thing about having training but not letting the training define.
Yeah, not having you box in.
Right.
Get boxed in.
It's because I think what it comes down to is the whole right way, wrong way.
Yeah.
That does not really has no merit in art. There is no right way. There is no wrong way. And if you get sucked into that, or if somebody's telling you you're not doing it right, or you should do it this way, fire them and get the hell away from them as fast as possible.
I think it's all about what you intend. If what you made matches your intentions, then you've succeeded.
Yes, exactly. If you're able to manifest the thing that you are feeling or envisioning, then yes, that is what, like when I'm writing and I write a section or a chapter or whatever, that actually communicates what I want it to communicate. And every time I go back to it, I get back to that feeling. It's like it comes back again. And it's like, oh yeah, this is working. This is evoking the feeling again that I had originally. And it will continue to do that every time I go back to it. It's a given because it's in the work. It's, it's like, what's the word? Like when something is embedded in it's like, it's what, okay, I think I've said it.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. Someone said, Ether, you're lucky to have a mom who's proud of you for being an arranger.
I'm so lucky to have a mom who's proud of me. I just don't know if I would consider myself very good at arranging, but I'm
proud of her for so many things. Yeah. Mostly just because she's a really decent human being and who is compassionate and loves the world. That's the most important thing. So many artists achieve great heights without formal training. Yes. I don't think it's a prerequisite. No. And in some ways it's a hindrance. People kept telling me when I was in my early 20s, you have to get some training. You have to get some training. And it was like, I don't know, something about it that just didn't feel right. I didn't get any training. And then I just started performing. Somebody heard me playing the piano in his restaurant one time, just doodling on the piano. And he came up to me and said, I want you to play the piano in my restaurant. And I was like, me? And that was like the beginning of it. Yeah. And that's how it continued. And nobody, the training part, I've always thought, well, maybe I should have had training, because then if I did, maybe I could have done more. But, you know, I really, whenever I took any kind of training, like when I took writing in college and art, like drawing, I dropped out of those classes because I kept feeling like they wanted me to do it a certain way.
Yeah.
And I didn't want anybody to F with my process. It's like, don't tell me how to write. Don't tell me how to draw. And so it was like a thing. I just couldn't take it. So I think actually this whole process that we've been in today has like healed something for me. It's like I need to let go of that whole conversation that I should have had training.
Oh, yeah, no.
And I would have done more because I've been carrying that with me and it's not true. And I did what I needed to do to become who I am today.
She wrote this beautiful album called Legacy by Reppy, Reppy.
Yeah.
And it's on streaming and Bandcamp.
Yeah.
And
you should listen to it.
I mean, you'll hear my style in it, and that's not an accident because that's
what
I
I
grew
just
up with.
listened to it the other day, and I was
wonderful.
in tears.
It's
really good.
It's really good.
And, I mean,
it's unique.
I can't believe that I wrote those songs.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
My favorite one is called Forest Dance.
Oh,
so
yeah, Forest Dance. And it's called Forest Dance Children of the Elves.
Right, Children of the Elves, right.
And I was planning on doing like a whole suite. Like Forest Dance, the Sequoias, Forest Dance, something, right?
Right.
I never got around to it. So all there is the Children of the Elves.
Yeah.
But, in a way it's almost like Hall of the Mountain King, but the happy part, right? But it doesn't build like that. It's a totally different piece. It's just so pretty. Oh, I love that part. Oh. And then when it goes, next part. I love that.
Sorry, I can't. Oh, shit.
Yes, that's one of my favorite parts. I remember when I first wrote it, and that just kind of flowed out. I remember that night that I wrote it, I was like in tears. I was like, oh my God, I cannot believe this is coming through my fingers.
Yeah.
And that it is so beautiful, and it was like magic,
You know what we should do?
What?
We should do a listening party of your album live.
Oh, wow. That's what I was suggesting that we do when I was texting you that day. That's what I meant. Is like,
oh, okay.
If we could listen to my songs and then do like the analysis that you do.
Okay.
That deconstructing them and
Yeah.
looking at like, why does this part so pretty, or why is this so emotional or poignant? That's what I was suggesting.
Okay.
'Cause I'd love to hear your and other people's, feelings about my music, because, next year is the 30-year anniversary of my album. And unfortunately, when I did it, I was terrified to promote it. I was terrified of getting into the music business and being a failure.
Yeah.
So I didn't do anything. I sold a couple hundred copies and I gave the rest away. And I still have a ton of them. I have hundreds of them. And
well, yeah, I gotta figure out how to log back into your Bandcamp, because there's CDs for sale on your Bandcamp, but I don't.
Oh, right.
I don't know how to I don't have access to your Bandcamp. So if you're getting orders, I wouldn't know if you would know what they were.
Well, I wouldn't.
Anyway,
I didn't even know that.
We'll figure it out.
That
Maybe
set
don't
up.
get a CD today, or if you do, just be patient, because we have to get into her Bandcamp to fulfill them. But it's got a full color booklet and it's got pictures of me as a kid, so that's cute. We're gonna have to wrap this up, but yeah, I think that would be a really cool live stream to do.
I would love to do that. That would be
it's all
so
piano music,
empowering to me, and also to be able to, share my music, because now after all these years, I have no fear anymore of sharing my music.
Yeah. That's good.
And in fact, I'm letting go of the fear of sharing anything, because when you share those kind of things, you expose yourself. And I was too scared. I didn't want to expose myself because I was too vulnerable.
Yeah, I get it.
I didn't want to deal with people not liking it. At this point, I don't care anymore.
Yeah.
Some people are going to like it. Some people aren't going to like it. And that's fine. It's always the way it is.
Also, I think this album is one of those things that like reaches across any sort of age.
Right. And it's totally...
I don't know.
It's not categorizable.
Nobody children and adults alike. It's, it's for everybody.
It is.
Like
it really is. And it speaks to everybody.
Yeah.
Because everybody I've given it to, all ages, from 20s to 80s, loves it.
Yeah.
And, like, I just gave it to a friend of mine. She's 82. And she was, like, shocked. Because she had no idea that I, could play the piano and everything and compose. And she said, this needs to be widely known. And I was like, wow. And then I think,
we'll start with a listening party.
Yeah,
see if we
let's
can
start
get
with
a little more.
Maybe I can have like a second chance at getting my music out there.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be fantastic? And everything you guys have said, by the way, we don't have time for me to go back to each of these comments and say thank you, but a lot of comments that people are leaving are really helping me. I hope you realize that the things you're saying are strengthening me and then healing parts of this wound that I've been carrying around for my whole life, really. So thank you so much.
Can I also?
Yeah.
My last word is about training.
Yeah.
Not everybody needs training in general. So I think it just depends on who you are. I think some people, they have a vision for what they want to make. And this goes for not even just art, but even think about like carpentry or something. Like some people have a vision for what they want to make and they figure out how to do it. They just figure it out. They try stuff, they experiment, and they get to a place where they've figured out enough stuff that they can make what they want to make. They hear what they want to make and they can do it. If that's you, you don't need training. I think training is for when you have a vision for what you want to make and you don't seem to yet have the skills or the tools to get there. And then, great, we have all these people. I'm one of them that are here to teach you stuff, to unlock something. But like, I really, I don't think trained...
It's not an either
musicians
or.
are better than non-trained musicians.
Yeah.
At all. Most of the music I'm analyzing on my channel, I don't think is, maybe some musicians have had little bits of training here or there. Maybe a teacher's shown you a cool guitar chord and that opened up a whole world for you. Like that stuff. It's like knowledge sharing. But like to be trained and go through a discipline, that's one path, but it's not the path.
Right.
So if you have any residual confusion about that as an artist, like, oh, I should have gotten training like my mom, let it go. Let it go. It's so
time to put that one to bed. Forever.
Put it to bed.
Yeah.
Yes. Just
well, thank you for saying that. That was a perfect caveat wrap up to everything we've been talking about, really. So just do what you want to do.
Make what you want to make, and if you get stuck, then search for more tools for your toolbox.
Oh, look what someone said, Nick. A second renaissance. And it's so interesting that you did that because I have used, when I describe my theater stuff, it was like, I used to call my show repertoire.
Repertoire, yeah.
Right, because it was my repertoire. And it really lent itself well. So, renaissance. I've never heard of that. Never thought of that one. But isn't that a fabulous one?
Yeah.
A second renaissance.
I love it.
Oh, I love it. You guys are so good. I love you so much.
What a great stream.
This has been, life-changing.
For those of you that come to my my gaming music live streams, tomorrow I'm doing another one, but it's going to be earlier than usual. It's going to be from 12 to 2 p.m. Central. So adjust your whatever. Yeah. I just needed to move it so that I could do something important to me.
She's got to handle some stuff.
But yes, I'm looking forward to seeing y'all tomorrow, and we're gonna have dinner now. I'm making.
Oh my God, das Vidanya? That means goodbye in Russian.
Oh wow!
I haven't heard that in ages. Oh, thank you. You got to practice. That's true. No matter what you do, you have to practice. You have to do it. The only way you can get better at something is to do it. Yeah.
But you can make practicing fun.
Oh, absolutely. And you can also let yourself mess up. You have to let yourself make mistakes.
Tell me about it.
You
All right,
really
so many
do.
good topics. We should just sometimes come on here and just talk about music. Honestly.
Yeah, really. Wouldn't that be great? Okay, so see you guys next month.
I won't be able to make the live stream until after we have finished eating dinner and everything. So it'll be later tonight that will see the game stream go up. So anyway.
Love you guys.
All right, bye everybody.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
See you later. Bye.